Hello, namaste, and welcome to Let's Talk Health, a public interest initiative by Apollo Hospitals. Hi, my name is Dr. Shubham Pant, and today we're going to talk about obesity. So how serious is this problem? Let's find out.
Steadily growing to epidemic proportions, obesity is an increasing cause of worry in India. In a country where 270 million people live below the poverty line, obesity seems like a distant problem of the rich. But it's not true. 30 million Indians live with obesity, third only behind the US and China, with unhealthy processed food being its biggest cause.
Do you guys know how we measure obesity? Anybody know how we measure obesity? Right there.
It's BMI,
What does BMI stand for?
body mass index.
Body mass index. Well, let me show you. There are different ways to measure it. So body mass index is one way. The other way is, which is gaining more traction, is waist to hip ratio. All right. So body mass index is one way, and that's kind of falling behind. So I've got this tape, my friend. Okay, what's your name?
Anand.
Anand, welcome to the show. Please, a big round of applause for Anand. I've measured it for Anand, and you guys guessing? It's about 50. All right. And then you measure the hip at the widest parts in the hip. And this is about 45. So that's 50 divided by 45, and that's more than 1, right? So the healthy waist to hip ratio should be less than 0.9 in men and 0.85 in women, all right? Less than 0.9 in men and less than 0.85 in women. Anand, unfortunately, yours is higher than 1, so you really need to get with a diet and exercise routine, all right? All right, Anand, thank you so much for coming on stage. Thank you. Big round of applause. To tell us more about obesity and its treatment, please welcome Dr. Arun Prasad, Senior Consultant Surgeon at Apollo Hospital. Dr. Prasad. Welcome to the show, Dr. Prasad. Please. How do people get obese? Is it just eating wrong, or is there something else associated with it?
Well, eating wrong is a major part, because unless you get the calories, you can't get fat.
Okay. And
But-
what's a normal calorie intake?
Normal calorie intake, we are looking at about 2,000 odd calories a day.
Okay.
But there is this concept known as thrifty genes. So we have
Thrifty genes.
Thrifty genes. So we have these genes which have been there for centuries, where we have to store food.
Okay.
Because we were part of the culture where food was not easily available.
Okay.
So the genes have made us such that any food that comes, we
just
store
hold on to it.
We just hold on to
Okay.
it, especially fat.
Okay.
But over the years, the lifestyle has changed, but the genes have remained the same.
So you're saying Indian genes are different from Caucasian genes, or genes from other parts of the world?
Yes, Indian and Southeast Asia, our genes are quite different.
And you're saying it's not that great to have those genes. This is not the good genes to have. This is
Well,
not
it was great in those days,
Okay.
where lady who's pregnant who's to breastfeed, the genes helped them to store that kind of energy, which was useful at a later date. But now it's become a liability.
You're right. So to tell us more about hospitals tackle obesity, please welcome Ms. Shobna Kamineni, Executive Vice Chairperson of Apollo Hospitals. Kamineni, welcome to the program. I had a question about what other services can the hospital provide for obesity. Do you guys have some services which you can provide to these patients who are obese?
Well, the big one is that we have a great nutrition and dietetics department. So that's the first one that helps you. And more of our hospitals are working with fitness and making sure that happens. But I think more than that, we have the helpline that people can actually call, and it's a process.
And we'll give
So
the
it
number of
needs
the
to be-
helpline. I think that's a very
Sure,
important
it
helpline
needs
to know, so
be-
we'll
you
give the
need to
number
be
of the helpline.
coached. You need to be coached through that. It works actually through our app.
Okay.
So
Through the app?
Yeah.
Health app or HAP?
That's the one.
That's
the
great.
one.
So a lot of my friends, family members ask me, they say, Dr. Pant, we are trying to lose weight. I'm running or I'm walking the treadmill, but I'm still not losing weight. So what's the problem? And let me show you guys what's the problem. I'm going to do a little experiment called the samosa experiment. As you can see, we have samosas there. So Shobna, if you could help me with the samosa experiment. Come over here.
As long as I don't have to eat it.
Yeah, you don't have to eat the samosas. Okay. So if you guys answer right on the samosa experiment, I've got a couple of giveaways, healthy giveaways for you. So we've got some green tea, I've got a pedometer, and I've got some really healthy cookies to give you if you do right on the samosa experiment, okay? So my question is if you walk on a treadmill at 5.6 kilometers an hour, how many minutes do you have to walk to burn this one samosa off? Shobna, how many do you think?
Well, you burn 350 calories an
Okay.
hour if you're walking at 5.6.
Okay.
So I would think that anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes
we
to an hour,
have
that's-
a thrifty gene.
Thrifty
so
gene.
let's take.
45 minutes.
Let's
So
take
what do you
1
guys
hour.
think? Do you agree with Shobna or not? 45 minutes to an hour or less than that? You all agree? All right, so I think that lady back there said it first. Ma'am, come up here. That was great. So it's 45 minutes. So remember, guys, you don't burn a lot of the samosas by just walking. So it's diet and exercise. So diet is the big thing. Exercise is a part of it also, but diet is a very vital component of it. So, you know, we've seen how food can be helped. Now let's see how technology is helping us keep healthy.
Our first app this week is called Lose It, available on all Android and iOS devices. With Lose It, not only can you track how much you eat and all those calories you consume, you can also track if you're getting enough exercise. Just feed in your current weight and your desired goal weight, and then lose it. Next up, we have Fooducate, available on iOS and Android devices. Fooducate helps you spot those tricky, unhealthy foods quickly by cutting your research time in half. Simply scan the barcode, and Fooducate will give you a rating for the food scanned based on calorie counts per serving, processing techniques, and amount of excess sugar. If you want to save time and choose healthy, go grocery shopping with Fooducate.
That is how technology can help us stay healthy. Now, we were talking about something really interesting in the break, Dr. Prasad, which was orthorexia. Now, what is orthorexia?
Yes, well, orthorexia is an interesting new terminology. You know, it comes from anorexia. Orthorexia is an obsession about eating healthy food.
Okay.
So that's also a problem which has come up.
So nothing in
where-
extremes.
Yeah.
Moderation is the key.
Yes. So, you know, people who are totally obsessed, what are they eating, what are they not eating, and also to the extent what are their colleagues, friends, wives, children eating. So, you know, you get obsessed. So that's a new term which
I'm
is known
seeing
as orthorexia.
tons of that. I mean,
Tons of orthorexia?
never knew that term, but you know, I think that kids nowadays, or even you know, all of us,
Young adults, yeah, all of
we're
us.
spending so much of our time thinking, you know, okay, I can't eat this, I have to do this, or you know, about losing
Just
weight.
so much
and
focus
this.
on that, you're just
Yeah,
thinking
there
more
is.
about it than doing
There's a
something.
huge-
And it
yeah.
can be harmful because somebody will say, okay, fine, I'm not going to have a drop of fat. And that's not good because if you don't have fat, you develop fat-soluble vitamin deficiencies.
That's right.
I think that it's really important for us to say that what morbidly obese are the ones that really need intervention and some drastic, and then there are those that can get to their goals by doing other things, and there are those that you know don't need to be obsessing so much about this, and staying healthy is really the most important thing.
Okay, the right balance. So the right balance.
So important.
So important. Well, now it's time for a break, but there's lots more still to come. Stay tuned to Let's Talk Health. Is bariatric surgery for everyone?
We offer this surgery when the obesity becomes a risk to life. This gentleman, he was 240 kilos and here now he has reduced to 120.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Health, a public interest initiative by Apollo Hospital. Before the break, we talked about obesity. Now we are going to find out what things can we do about obesity. And one of the things is bariatric surgery. It's gotten really popular. Arun Jaitley had it, Nitin Gadkari had it, Adnan Sami had it. And so let us look at an AV to see what the procedure is really about.
Bariatric surgery is a procedure intended for weight loss, performed by reducing the size of the stomach with a gastric band or through the removal of a small portion of the stomach. It is considered a treatment option for patients with a BMI of 40 kg per square meter or for those who instituted but failed an adequate exercise and diet program. The patient is admitted early in the morning of the day of the surgery. At the start of the surgery, the patient is given adequate anesthesia and the part of the abdomen where the surgery is to be performed is cleaned and draped. Small 7 mm cuts are made on the skin and instruments are introduced into the stomach. The robot is wheeled in next to the patient. Once the robotic arms are connected to the instruments, the surgeon takes charge of the console from where he controls the movements of the instruments inside the stomach. The stomach is stapled and cut to size and then joined to the intestine. This is the end of the surgery. The patient is discharged from hospital the very next day.
So, Dr. Prasad, we saw that surgery, and I think you were the surgeon on that on that film. So that's great. Tell me, though, people always ask, is bariatric surgery for everyone? I mean, don't we have to choose the right patient for bariatric surgery?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Bariatric surgery is the last resort.
Last resort, okay.
Where everything else has failed. We offer this surgery when the obesity becomes a risk to life.
Okay.
So we will do bariatric surgery only when we are convinced that your BMI is of the range where the obesity is become a risk to your life.
What is the BMI of risk? What is the risk
See,
BMI?
the BMI risk in the overall it is 40, but for Indians it is 37.5, where we would offer surgery straight away.
But tell me, once they've had surgery, then what if they start eating again, and what if they get obese again? So how do you prevent that?
There are many types of bariatric surgery, and we have a long counseling session where I get to know his lifestyle, his physical activity, what kind of food he eats, whether he eats veg, non-veg, bulk eater, sweet eater, volume eater, whether they take a lot of liquid calories. Based on that, we decide that, okay, you're going to have this particular kind of surgery.
Now, you were showing me on your phone before about some successes that you've had, and how do patients communicate with you? You showed me really interesting things. Can you share it with our audience?
Yes. Now, technology has definitely helped us a lot.
That's right.
This gentleman, he was 240 kilos.
240 kilos. Okay, that is pretty
And
heavy.
here now he has reduced to 120.
Wow,
And
and
we aim to reach 80 kgs in
Wow.
some time to come. Important thing about bariatric surgery is it cures diabetes in many patients.
Okay.
So suddenly people who are taking anti-diabetics, the blood sugar levels can crash down.
Okay.
So it's important he sends me those reports. He sends me his iron report, whether he's developing anemia, what kind of diet he's eating.
Now, let's see a case study of a success story of bariatric surgery.
47-year-old Harminder weighed 107 kilos, suffering from hypothyroidism, and was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic. Doctors warned him of a tough life ahead. People on the streets looked at him strangely, and his family did not know how to help him. Harminder felt helpless and stuck, with nowhere to go to and no one to turn to.
मैंने 3 साल मेहनत करके देख लिया जिम में, और हर बाबा की दवाई खा के देख लिया, हर चूर्ण की गोली खा के देख लिया मैंने, गर्म पट्टी, ठंडी पट्टी, और इवन देन शीश आसन भी करके देख लिया, अपने आप को खाना नहीं खा के देख लिया, आज मैं फास्ट पे रहूँगा, आज मैं लिक्विड डाइट पे रहूँगा, आज मैं फ्रूट्स खाऊँगा, ओके, आज मैं सिर्फ नॉनवेज खाऊँगा, सिर्फ चिकन खाने से ठीक हो जाता है, तो नहीं कुछ हुआ जी। करीब 1 साल पहले मैंने जिम में जाके अपना वज़न 5 किलो कम किया, 107 किलो में से 5 किलो कम किया, लेकिन मेरा पैर मुड़ गया ट्रेडमिल के ऊपर, और मैं नहीं चल सका, क्योंकि हैवी वजन होने के कारण ट्रेडमिल में कितना चलेंगे आप।
A chance meeting with his doctor, who told him about the bariatric surgery, changed his life forever.
आज की डेट में 12-15 किलो वजन एकदम कम हो गया विद इन 40 डे। आफ्टर सर्जरी, जैसे मेरी सैटरडे को सर्जरी हुई थी, 48 घंटे के अंदर अंदर मैं गाड़ी चला के खुद घर गया और 4th फ्लोर पर खुद चला।
Today, Harminder admits that he took his body for granted, but also promises that his second chance will not be for nothing.
Really, I feel, मैं कह रहा हूँ, मुझे तो ऐसे लग रहा है कि जैसे ये कबूतर ही उड़ रहा हूँ मैं। पहले तो मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि मैं एलिफेंट हूँ, अब कहाँ उड़ सकता हूँ।
And we have Harminder with us today. Please welcome Harminder to the show. बल्ले बल्ले बाजी, आइए आइए, Harminder आइए, please welcome to the show. आपके डॉक्टर हैं, सो अच्छा है आपने झप्पी मारी ने।
सर, इन्होंने तो मुझे दोबारा इंसान बना दिया।
So Harminder ji, tell us, why did you opt for this surgery? आपने क्यों opt किया कि आप ये surgery में करेंगे?
मैं जैसे पहले बताया था एक लास्ट उसमें कि मैंने सब कुछ ट्राई किया था जी।
Everything
ट्राई किया था जी। मैंने अपना
40 किया था आपने?
सब 40 मैंने 40 भी किया था। रियली आपको मैं बताऊं, जिम 40 समझिए, आप डाइट 40 कीजिए समझिए, मैंने ये भी किया था। तो करीब मैं पिछले 4-5 साल से लगा हुआ हूँ कि भाई मेरे को वापस अपना वेट करना है। तो हार्ट डिजीज हमारी फैमिली में ऑलरेडी थी, जीन में हमारे थी ये।
So you wanted to watch out for that,
Yeah.
you don't fall prey to that.
100% right.
Harminder, now you underwent the surgery. We saw that. Now, how are you doing after the surgery? Are you more energetic? Less? कैसा है? Any complications?
जी,
Anything?
बहुत एनर्जेटिक फील हो रहा हूँ जी। मैं पहले पार्क में जाता था सुबह मॉर्निंग में, तो 1 या 2 राउंड ऑफ्स में, 1 किलोमीटर का पार्क है, 1-2 राउंड ऑफ में थक के बैठ जाते थे। अभी तो जैसे मैं स्टार्टिंग तो ले रहा हूँ, हाफ एंड रस लेते हैं और चाय पी के मैं चला जाता हूँ मॉर्निंग वॉक पे।
अच्छा।
आफ्टर
And real morning walk,
Yeah,
not
real
morning
morning
sit.
walk. 15 more than 15 राउंड अप उसका पार्क का पूरा।
15, that's awesome.
और हमारी पूरी जो चेन है फ्रेंड्स की, वो सब थक जाते हैं, कहते हैं हम बैठ रहे हैं। मैं कहा हाँ तुम लोग बैठो, एक एक करके। फिर मैं जो सबसे पहले बैठने वाला उसी चेन में, आज मैं सबसे लास्ट में बैठता हूँ। और वो भी फिर मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि एक दौड़ के रन करके चक्कर लगा लूँ अपने आप, कि भाई उससे थोड़ा सा और सेटअप हो जाए। मेरे को अपने आप को इतना अच्छा फील हो रहा है कि मैं कह नहीं पा रहा हूँ।
Actually, first we'll give Harminder a clap. I think he's done a great. Harminder. Very
As
good.
Harminder, I was just trying to explain what Harminder has felt.
Yes.
Because the bariatric surgery, it changes your diet pattern.
Yes.
You are not forced to eat less, but what happens, you feel satisfied with less food. And once your weight starts reducing, as he rightly says,
Psychologically, you also feel better.
psychologically you feel better. And your change of metabolism means you can exercise more, like he can walk more without feeling tired.
Big round of applause for Harminder, guys. He's doing very well. Harminder, thank you so much.
17 kg is a...
You know, now as Harminder said, it's truly diet and exercise. And to show us about some exercise routines, we have Shalini Vadera in our studio. Shalini, welcome to the program. Shalini, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So Shalini, tell me, you know, we've been talking about how to stay fit. So what kind of, you know, give us some tips how to stay fit.
Well, work out,
Work out.
eat healthy,
Eat healthy.
breathe enough, keep your life de-stressed.
Shalini, why don't you show us some moves?
What I'm going to show today is something which is very simple. It's called Surya Namaskar. It's a sequence of 10 asanas, but you have to be sure that you do it under the guidance of an able, certified yoga instructor. If you have any health issues, you need to get an okay from your doctor during or after the sequence. If you feel anything different, any pain, you need to consult with your doctor and immediately stop it. This is how you started. That's your first asana. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, hold your breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and back. With the second leg now, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, hold your breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and back. That's
Shalini,
about
big
it.
round of applause. I don't think I can do that. Inhale or exhaling. Let me stretch that. Oh, no, it's not working for me. So remember, always under a certified physician. That's very important. Talk to a certified yoga instructor. Just do not try this at home by yourself.
Absolutely
Shalini is fit. She's a yoga instructor. She knows how to do this, guys. Another round of applause, Shalini. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you so
Shalini.
much.
Thank you so much. Now that was Shalini showing us how to stay fit. You know, we have Dr. Prasad here, who's a very accomplished surgeon. So can we have some audience questions? Any audience questions for Dr. Prasad?
जैसे कोई लड़की अपना ये सर्जरी कराती है, मैरिज के बाद वो प्रेग्नेंट होती है, तो कोई उसमें कॉम्प्लिकेशन तो नहीं आएगा?
That's a very common question many people ask. Now there are two things. Even before getting pregnant, anybody who's morbidly obese would be having a problem of infertility, polycystic ovarian disease, which prevents you from getting pregnant. So the bariatric surgery, in many occasions, the gynecologists refer the patients to us so that you reduce weight and the infertility
And then you
is
can get
solved.
pregnant, okay.
After the surgery, you are not allowed to get pregnant for about a year.
About a year, okay.
While the body nutrition gets adjusted.
Okay.
And yes, you are absolutely right. In some of the procedures which we call as malabsorptive procedure, the girl has to be quite careful with her diet when she gets pregnant, because she has to be very sure that she gets enough iron, enough minerals, enough vitamins, enough protein in her diet. But these are things which we would be talking to them, counseling them even before surgery.
Okay, wonderful answer, Dr. Prasad. That's very good. So guys, that's about the end of our show. So Shanli showed you how you can stay fit by doing yoga. We're going to show you right now, Harminder is going to show you right now how to stay fit by a different way. And we call it high intensity exercise or bhangra. Right, Harminder ji? Aaiye, cue the music.